Hi, Mark.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Maury. And Joe's up from Pittsburgh with another beer. And go ahead and tell us about this one.
Yeah, so we have one of the recent releases from Jackie O's out of Athens, Ohio. This is their bourbon barrel-aged batch 1000, what they're calling an Australian black barley wine. It's got some Southern Hemisphere hops, Nelson Sauvin, Galaxy. Runs in at 11.2%. It was a brewery-only release, 450 bottles. Managed to land one and thought I'd bring it up to share with these guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. And I was going to
thanks,
say, it's pretty dark for a
Yeah,
barley
it's
wine.
real dark.
It's a
So
black barley wine,
okay,
yeah.
the black barley wine, that would explain it.
Yep.
So we'll get into this. We'll let you know what we think about it. Wow. Definitely some molasses I'm
Yeah.
getting on,
Oh, yeah.
on the
Very
nose
sweet.
there.
Very sweet.
Just a touch of a burnt roasty note.
Yeah, it was something burnt, like maybe a burnt molasses or something. But smelling some alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, like the barrel, the bourbon maybe.
And I'm also getting like a slight herbal character, I think, from the hops maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I smell trace amounts of hops. I'm also getting the oak barrel.
Yeah.
I'm getting oak, honestly,
Lot of
more
oak.
than bourbon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
definitely.
So how old is this then?
This was
pretty
bottled, September of 2014.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
a month
it
old.
can't be more than a month.
Yeah.
Released, I think, September 20th.
Yeah, I mean, oak, molasses, little bit of a hoppy character, like you mentioned. I get a hint of bourbon, but
Hint.
on
Mostly-
the nose,
mostly barrel and oak.
it's more that
Yeah.
earthy, like tannins
Yeah.
from the barrel for me.
Cheers.
Wow, that's interesting.
Still pretty hot too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some
it is.
booze on that, for sure. For sure.
I'm getting more bourbon on the taste
Yeah.
than I did on the aroma by a long shot.
I think like also on the finish it's boozy, but there is kind of like some oaky dryness. Like it's not a super sweet finish by
mean-
any means at all.
It does follow the nose, somewhat. I do taste more of the bourbon, and it is a little hot going down too. You can tell it's fresh.
Wow.
But there's also like some hop flavor to
Yes. I feel like
it.
the
Like
hops
significantly.
are mixing with like that burnt caramel taste
Yeah.
and then with the alcohol, and
Yeah.
it's like making for, you know what this thing kind of reminds me of, honestly, as a comparison type of beer is the Trogues Flying Mouflon.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
dark in color like this.
Yes.
It's hoppy. I know that's not barrel aged, but it has some like earthy qualities
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. As far as body goes, it's medium.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a ton of body.
it has a decent,
A decent amount, but
because it's
you
kind
know.
of sticky.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I think that
yeah,
makes it seem.
true.
I'm gonna give this beer a 4 out of 5. It's a little hot right now, but I still kind of like it. I like that kind of toffee flavor mixing with the piney, like resinous hops, and then the earthy barrel. A little bit more bourbon on the taste. I think that this beer might age really well.
Oh yeah.
And so if you have more than one bottle, I would definitely sit on one.
Yeah.
And even if you only have one, I might consider sitting on it for
Yeah.
a little bit. But I think it's pretty good stuff. I'm still going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with Maury. I'm going back and forth between a 4 and 4.25. I definitely think with time, this would be an easy 4.25.
I think so, too.
Maybe even gets better than that.
I
But
think.
yeah, it's really enjoyable as we're getting into it, and it's opening up more. My palate's getting adjusted to the hop assault that I was not expecting.
Yeah.
I'm getting some more of the caramel, sweet flavors. And yeah, it's really enjoyable. Wish I had another one to lay down. Maybe I'll try to find one to do that with. But yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
Yep, I agree. 4 out of 5. Tell you what, like he said, it's warming up. Flavors are starting to pop out a little bit more, and yeah, the first Australian barley wine I've ever had. But I'm
Maybe
more
the last.
yeah, maybe yeah. I mean, it's more like the American style. It is the
Yeah.
hop forward. I mean, it's bitter. It lingers on a palate. which I like.
Yeah.
Yep, it's hot, which isn't a bad thing, but like you said, age this one. Boy, I think this would be remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a solid 4.0.
Until next time, guys.
Cheers.